Young lady.
I'm doing good, and yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So listen, how's everything been since the last interview?
Since the last interview, everything been going definitely good. I finally have a place to stay now. Like, I'm not jumping from house to house. I got a job. I work at Taco Mac.
Okay.
And I'm just living life.
So where are you staying now?
I
Who
stay
you
in
staying with?
Decatur.
Is it by yourself
It's
or
a
just with
rooming
some?
house.
Okay, rooming house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Okay, and everything's safe there.
Yes.
Everything's copacetic. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. And so I mean, so did any of your people see the last interview or whatever?
Yes, they did. And my dad even said something about it. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I have to go out there and get it the way I get it. I was an escort, but I stopped doing it. So now God blessed me with a job, and I guess that's how I'm going to be making myself eat and stuff every day.
Okay. How old are you, by the way?
Jobs. I'm 25.
25. Okay. And so as far as the escorting goes, what age were you the first time that you did that?
I started escorting at 14 because I was taken advantage of by an older guy, and he put me in a gang. I was forced to do stuff I didn't want to do. So now that I'm older.
How did that happen at 14? So,
and he was like, "How you felt with telling your story?"
Man, here we go. I mean, I guess that's what all these these piercings and stuff. She trying to mask the trauma, or she ain't trying to mask anything. I guess she is trying to like back in day with like Indians and stuff, Indians and pilgrims, if you will, they would paint on their deletion face, if you will. So
there you go.
Maybe this is like her war face.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I mean, because looking at those piercings and stuff, me myself, I do. I see a warrior, a war-torn warrior, and this is sucks. She talked about in her previous interview how, she was taken advantage of, around age of 14, and it's that traumatic instance that propelled her into the game. And it's these instances where we don't get too critical, because regardless of what their circumstances was, she was a little girl and it was wrong, and there ain't no way around it. But now so this is actually a follow-up street interview. So now she got her job. We got to take these dubs where they come. She was just talking about in the last interview how she was out here getting it how she live, getting it how she can get it, being an escort. And now she's talking about she got the job at the taco joint. She seemed to have a steady place to stay. Things on up and up.
Straight like that. So, yeah, like you say, got to take the dubs where we can. So she said she on the phone where her dad seen the last interview, and he asked her, "How do you feel about telling your story?" Here we go. So let's see what this is about.
Yeah, that's.
I didn't want to do. So now that I'm older.
How did that happen at 14? So,
and he was like, "How you felt with telling your story?" And I was like, "I felt good. I was emotional a little bit, but you had to let some people know what's going on." So I got that out my chest.
So I mean, did they know that stuff?
Yeah, my dad did.
So he knew everything.
He didn't think I was gonna tell someone though.
Okay. Wow. Who else was involved in the story?
It was just me. I said no. It was just I was talking about my past of the dude. Remember beating on me and stuff.
Right.
That was it.
Did that dude see the video?
No, because we don't talk.
Okay. And so you haven't seen that dude or heard from that dude?
Nope.
Okay. And so I mean, did your dad know about like your past as far as like all that stuff?
Yeah, he knew about me doing something that I was not supposed to be doing, giving my body up. He knew all that stuff.
Okay.
He didn't like it, but now when I told him I'm working and stuff, it's like he finally got some stuff off his chest. He actually smiling more. He happy. He called me every single day, and
How does that make you feel?
It made me feel so good. At first, it was hard a little bit to like actually explain to my dad like things that I went through and stuff like that, because I didn't have a mother figure, and I just knew my dad was all I had. But then when everything started getting good with me and stuff, and I started explaining to my dad like I can do better, I can do better, I can change, you know what I mean? And I showed him that I can change. It's like he feel good as a man now. Like he called me every day, he check up on me, and it feel good to send my dad money when I know I can now, But at first,
here we go.
And there you, as soon as this is seem like there's some twisted as light at the end of this most dark tunnel. She's saying talking about she's sending her dad bread, and you homeless. You homeless sending your dad money. Either I hope that's just cap and she having an episode, she having a fit. She just on her high horse right now. But if that's true, and she actually is sending her dad money and he accepting it, that tells us who he is. Your daughter homeless, used and abused, and you receiving funds from her. That's a special kind of nug. That fits. That's like subcategory of the couch Negro. If you taking money from this young lady, that's insane. That's insane.
Yes. So we know her dad is obviously homeless himself, maybe even on drugs or something. And she probably, I don't know. It's safe to assume though. So
Yeah. It's the fact that she's sending him bread. And let's get this understood. Since we own the topic, it is not okay to be asked. This is a hood norm. It is not okay for parents to be asking their children for resources. That's not okay. It's not. If Tyrone make to the NFL, stuff like that, these dreams come true, like winning the lotto, okay, we get it. We got to look out for each other. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about everybody just got to stay in the struggle bus now, because now, young Johnny done went off to school and got him a trade job, and now he got to, fork over at least $1,500 a month just to his mama and them, just to keep them afloat. Because that is a hood norm. I did not know for sure or really experience a real family dynamic until I got married. You cannot give my father-in-law a damn thing. You can't give him nothing. He will give and give, but you can't give him nothing. My in-laws, I told my wife one day, I said, do you know what it's like for your parents to ask you for money and like demand it and need? I said, it is extremely stressful when you wrap your mind around it. And because she never had experienced that, because she grew up in a household without hood normals, and these things don't happen. In the regular world, folks, we pour into our children. We don't look to deplete and take away from. That's how we wind up with post sisters like this.
Straight like that.
I couldn't, but
Okay. So are you like in a relationship or anything right now?
I'm not in a relationship.
Okay,
Still,
okay.
not no more. I'm not worried about a man. I'm just worried about getting my life right.
No, that's
A man
right.
can wait.
I know that's right. Okay. So as far as it goes, like when you first did the interview, right?
Yes.
How did you feel versus how you feel now?
I mean,
How about the interview? About doing the interview?
it was kind of shocking the first time when I first started the interview, because I didn't really want no one to know my story. But then I got out the shot stage and started explaining and telling someone, because I had a lot of stuff built up in me. And I felt like by me expressing my feelings and expressing how I felt.
Real quick, y'all must understand, if y'all been to Atlanta, these parks in Atlanta are filled with homeless people. Listen, they got their stereo system, they got the boom box going, got the trap music going. It's like a park club, all that rave, all that. And they just be in these look at a lot of these interviews. Like he said, man, where is he finding all these people at? It's like fish in the barrel. He just walked right down to his nearest park and just he can't miss.
It's like a whole little homeless ecosystem. They got somebody got the speaker going. It's probably food vendors, street food vendors out there
selling hot dogs, all that
at retail at discounted prices, all that.
And after dark, you know what it is.
Yeah, that's what. Oh man,
yeah. Atlanta is appearing to be a crap hole city. For what I'm doing my research on, I know it's a lot of black folks there and there's people doing good. But what's the flip side to when you got these places where people are doing good? I think you get the people at the very bottom, they do bad.
Real
And when
bad.
the city is full where all people look like us, normally these bigger cities, you go to Los Angeles, there's homeless black folks, but they're not the majority,
Mhm.
right? You go to these, when you start building these black cities like this, who gonna be the homeless people? Us.
And
So,
they young, homeless, and they women. There's nothing more vulnerable than a homeless woman. This is a catastrophe. If you ask goofy old me, that's just me. I think this is the worst thing, one of the worst things I've ever seen in my lifetime. But that's just me.
man,
It'll get stuff off my chest. So I actually felt outstanding to tell someone what I've been through. You know, everybody, it's not good to tell everybody your story, but it made me feel good as a woman because I got a lot of stuff off my chest, stuff that was built up in me.
Okay, and so, I tell you what, I get that all the time. Sometimes I just want to let the audience know that these are the reactions that I do get from 99% of interviewees, and so we really appreciate you. You know what I'm saying, telling your story. And so at this point, you're working, you got your own spot. So what's your plans on taking over the world?
I mean, all I can do now is, if I ever came up, I would love to make sure the people that's in my circle or people that's out here in the same situation that I was in, I like to give back. I want to give back to somebody that deserve it, because if it wasn't for someone out here helping me and becoming the person I am today, I would have been going through the same thing. You get what I'm saying? So now that I'm doing good and getting myself right, and if I became somebody and came with a lot, I would want to give back to the folks that need it. So,
Okay,
yeah.
I can dig it, man. Well, listen, we really appreciate you taking the time, giving us this update. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate,
God bless her. As you can see, her cash out is Molly Guap. Y'all gotta stop with this, man. Y'all gotta stop.
Yeah. So if you feel moved, go ahead and hit up the old girl Molly Guap and send her some funds. And I tell you what, she seemed to have a good heart. And from my experience, it does seem like people that have been in the lowest places seem to be the ones most willing to help. And she said, you know, if I ever got up, I would like to, you know, help out the people, you know, that help me and that's also out here. And that's dope. You know, that's definitely honorable, you know, to find yourself in a low place and say, you know what, all I really want to do is help other people in that low place up out of there. So I commend her on that, and I wish her the best. That one bet. Whoa, she still got more. Okay, I tell you what, I thought I was
Now,
gonna have.
nothing left. We got into it. Smooth landing. So if you watch it right now, hit the like button. We just getting into it. We just getting cooking. That's just the hot dogs. We just put the hot dogs on the grill.
Yeah.
Relax.
So
yeah, we ain't doing nothing. We didn't start cooking yet, really.
So she wasn't okay. So it wasn't no spice or none to this. That was good. I actually feel good. I feel good because she on up and up. You know, she's still in the shelter, but hell, you know, she on up and up. I feel good. I feel optimistic.
Yeah. We ain't even start, like I said, we ain't put the steaks and stuff on it yet.